Okay, I'm back. Here we show. I will be showing the never forget book. I don't know if it's a book, but it has a 24 foot color World Center postcards. I don't have it all, but I have some other postcards of reality of New York City. Okay, we can see over here. Never forget. Okay, we can see the World Trade Center Twin Towers. A tribute to the World Trade Center, to the World Trade Center. So this is all about the history, the plan. This is the plan of the. It shows all the buildings of the complex where the World Trade Center were at that time. At the time, the blue square is the North Tower, and the pink square is the South Tower. The Five Acre Plaza. You can see this is the water fountain in the middle of the complex, and you can see all the buildings in the surrounds. All the buildings in the surrounds. So at night you can see the World Trade Center. This building is the World Financial Center. It was almost in front of the North Tower. You can see. In fact, this building is this building. This building over here. So you can see still having the city mother assemble. If we keep going, it shows the construction in the early end of 60s, beginning of the 70s, engineering, the World Trade Center overview, first skyscrapers built with no masonry, you can see. If you have a compare, if I compare this, for example, if I compare what you can see over here in the history book of the city and the World Trade Center, Twin Towers, you can see the scale. This over here is the park over here. We can see over here. If I go in the air, you can see everything from this part of the city model. So this is I compare the assemble of the city model and the history book of the construction of the World Trade Center and the first times. This is a view from Brooklyn, I think. Yeah, I think it's Brooklyn. I have a view like almost like this from where I live in Jersey City. That was the view I had. It's very similar, almost the same. But I was living more going south. But this is, and basically the book talks about the construction in the early 70s. What was the city, Lower Manhattan, before the twin towers were built? That was what it looks like at that time. So can you imagine seeing the city in the 70s without the World Trade Center twin towers? So basically, okay, this is the construction. You can see all this is the steel. Steel. You can see that compare the huge of the building, how big was the building, and you can see the trucks. The construction trucks. That was the building. The buildings were huge, huge, huge. So if we keep going, you can see the construction. You remember the North Tower was the first to be finished, and then later was finished. It was finished the South Tower. You can see. This is from the top. I compare this picture of seeing like in the real World Trade Center city model. It's the same. See? That was the North Tower. This is the South Tower. You see. It's a very interesting magazine book. It also explains what happens in the Empire State Building. It was not a terrorist attack, but I think it was I don't know how to say it. Yeah. I can read something to you. This is Empire State. You can see the man who climbed the tower. So some may believe that the tragic events of September 11, 2001 constitute to the first time plane ever collided with the Manhattan skyscraper, but nothing could be further more from the truth. It happened before on Saturday morning, July 28, 1945. The U.S. Hammer bomber lost in the fall slammed into what was then the world's tallest building, the Empire State Building. Yeah. So it was a U.S. Army bomber that crashed to the Empire State, but it was an accident. It was not on purpose like it happens with the World Trade Center Twin Towers. You can see the World Trade Center Twin Towers. Beautiful. And what it looks like from this is the shadow in the river of the World Trade Center. So if we keep going forward, here's the history of it says Philippe Petit walks a tight wire strung between the towers. He had the whole world watching. On August 7, 1974. We can see here the King Kong in the middle of the towers. It will be is in the middle. This I remember. It makes me remember of the movie of 2006. Where King Kong was fighting the Beauty and the Beast of the 2006. The difference is here King Kong was in the ceiling or the rooftop of the World Trade Center Twin Towers, and in the movie of 2006, he was on the top of the Empire State Building when he's knocked down by the planes. You know they shoot him and he dies. And he was in love with the beauty. I don't know this actress. What was the name of her? But just the name. So basically, this is all about. Here's plans for the future. Future plan night. You can see the World Trade Center at night. You can see from. This is a picture from Jersey City, I think. From South Jersey City. This is the inside of the World Trade Center Twin Towers. And this is the new World Trade Center Tower designed by Lawrence King. The original tall height, and this was it was going to be less high. then it later came the idea of the Freedom Tower construction. So basically, this is all of the Never Forget book, and I hope you like it. You can read it, and it's beautiful. It's very interesting. God bless you, brothers. Hope you like this story. Beautiful story. Adios. Bye bye.